kuonga kila mtu mwenye alikuwa kwa biashara yake. Hata kuna mama alikuwa kwa biashara yake anauza sambusa, lakini walimpiga paka huyo mama.
Wanaandikisha ripoti and then from there statements ziandikwe. And I'm happy to say that we'll also want to invite internal affairs team maybe to come and take over the matter.
The issue of police brutality, particularly the video that we have seen from Nandi Hills, that is depicting some police officers beating young men who are playing the game of pool, and which is dated, estimated to be 10th of this month, is barbaric. It is unacceptable. It's inhuman. It's unconstitutional. It's illegal. And I must say that that is not what we expect of our police service. The question of police brutality is an issue that we must deal with, and deal with it firmly. I have professed myself in the past that I will defend police officers who find themselves facing prosecution because of doing their work. But it's not our job to defend police officers who commit crime. And what we see from that video, prima facie, is a criminal activity, conglomeration. And I must say that I am sure the IG, you must have seen the IG has issued a statement. We consulted earlier with the IG. The IG has already deployed the internal unit team. The IPOA has also deployed a team to go and carry out investigations.
As vote counting continues in the neighboring country of Uganda following the general elections held on Thursday, the Busia County Commissioner Stephen Orinda has issued a warning to Kenyans who use the Busia and Malaba border points to travel to Uganda to temporarily suspend their journeys due to the political situation in the country. Speaking from his office, Commissioner Orinda said that election results are still awaited, and therefore it will be best to remain calm until the security situation stabilizes. However, he assured residents of Busia County that they are safe during this election period, stating that security officers are continuing to conduct regular patrols at all border points. On their part, long-distance truck drivers have described the challenges they are facing in Uganda, including a lack of communication. This is due to the Ugandan government shutting down online communication services.
Tuliona chenye ilifanyika kwa Wakenya pale Tanzania wakati Tanzania walikuwa wanafanya uchaguzi. Tulipoteza maisha ya Wakenya pande ile. Tunaomba Mungu kitu kama hiyo sifanyike tena, lakini sasa vitu kama hiyo ndio inafanya tunatoa tahadhari ya kwamba wacha wananchi wa avoid kuingia huko mpaka wamalizane na hiyo shughuli. We are on high alert. Kama kutakuwa na any concern that touches on security, we have advised them that they communicate on time so that we can take appropriate action.
Toka Kampala, jamu ndio iko kubwa juu watu wakenda manyumbani kwenda kupiga kura na kuwa na vikwazo mingi kwa barabara. Kuna roadblocks mingi sana. Kuna communication iko sahi, imekatwa yote. Sahi wamekata communication yote. Sasa mwezi ongea na
Mlonza Andrew. Nimetoka upande wa Rwanda nikirudi kuelekea Kenya. Kutoka jana saa 12 jioni nimechukua the whole 12 hours usiku yote mpaka saa hizi. Kwa laini pale tunachukuanga kama umekaa sana ni 3 hours. Lakini leo nimekaa kutoka jana saa 12 jioni hadi sasa hivi. Kwa mawasiliano kwetu imekuwa magumu huko, tunatumianga online ku communicate na watu wetu wenye tumeacha Kenya.
And of course, vote counting continues in Uganda, but at the moment, the incumbent, that is Museveni Yoweri, is leading his main challenger, Bobi Wine, also known as Robert Kyagulanyi. So we'll be keeping tabs with reports coming from Uganda, but they're still in the blackout. Now, also, President William Samoei Ruto has assured the country that the Bomas International Convention Complex will be ready by May. He noted that the project is a key pillar of the government's transformation agenda and reflects sustained investment in world-class national infrastructure. Ruto spoke during an interaction with construction workers at the ongoing project in Nairobi County.
Unajua tumekuwa tukingojea kujenga Bomas karibu miaka 20. Lakini si safari ya kujenga Bomas imeanza. Mimi nasikia nyinyi mnafanya hapa kazi usiku na mchana. Ni kweli? Nyinyi ndio mafundi hapa? Nyinyi ndio maelectrician hapa? Nduko na maplumbers hapa? Na wale wangwana wote wanafanya kazi hapa? Bas, mimi nimesimama kusema asanteni sana kwa ile kazi mnanisaidia kufanya hapa Bomas. Hii kazi ya hapa tukubaliana ya kwamba itakamilika kabla ya mwezi wa 5 mwaka huu. Sawa sawa? Na hii ikimalizika, mimi nawapangia mahali ingine ya kwenda kufanya kazi. Hii kusukuma. Si tumekubaliana tutajenga mpaka hii Kenya ikae kama Singapore? Ama mnasemaje? Si mumesema tujenge mpaka Kenya ifanane na Singapore? Bas, mimi niko tayari, mkimaliza hapa niko na mpango yenu ingine. Kazi yenu ni kujenga, mkijenga, alafu tunasukuma Kenya inasonga mbele.
At the same time, the head of state, President William Ruto, says the process of building a new world-class airport will begin this year, aimed at opening up Kenya to global investments in tourism. Speaking to members of the Dawoodi Bora community in Nairobi on Friday, the head of state said the country's journey towards first world status will be unstoppable, thanks in part to the community which has invested heavily in education and in healthcare. Ruto, during a meeting with the Dawoodi Bora community's spiritual leader, His Holiness Syedna Mufadal Saifuddin, pressed the pedal on his journey to Singapore, announcing plans to add another international state-of-the-art airport to the list of airports in Kenya.
Your Holiness, I know you use our airport. I just want to assure you that this year we will be building a new world-class airport. That will support not just Kenya as a hub in our region, not just our tourism sector, not just our conference sector, but also our business communities that use our airports for purposes of travel.
Busia Senator Okiya Omtata has hit back at claims by Governor Paul Otuoma that he is sabotaging ongoing government projects through court actions. Omtata said he only challenges projects he believes are not anchored on proper legal and procurement procedures.
Ati nimepinga miradi Kenya hii. Na mimi nitawaambia sijapinga mradi ambao unatii sheria. Mambo ya kusema tutaletea maendeleo kinyume cha sheria sitakubali. Kama hii ya Money Market, udongo wa serikali, kwa nini mnataka kuinunua? Udongo tayari ni ya serikali, mnataka kuinunua kwa nini? Nyinyi Bwana Otuoma na bwana watu wako wajitairishe. Koti imewapata na hatia hivi juzi. Tarehe 2 mwezi wa 3 mnatakana kotini mueleze ni kwa nini msiende jela. Mwache kunitusi hapa. Na mimi nitasimama imara, and I'm strongest when I fight alone, because I have nobody to depend on. So hii mtu anaropoka hapa, wajue jambo moja. Kama wewe ni Burukenge, tafuta msafara wa Burukenge. Kama wewe ni Mamba, tafuta msafara wa Mamba. Burukenge kujikuta kwenye msafara ya Mamba utaumia. Ukitii katiba nitakuunga mkono. Ukihujumu katiba nitakusumbua na utasumbuana. Bwana Otuoma vile vile namwambia vile. Kwenda kuropoka tumezuia maendeleo. Wewe tuambie ni kitu gani kimoja umefanya hapa Busia tangu uingie kwa governor? Not a single project. And I commissioned an audit, a forensic audit, a budget of 2022-2023. Out of a budget of 8.6 billion shillings, 5.2 was stolen. Sasa huna pesa kufanya miradi kwa sababu mnaiba. Wewe Otuoma wacha wizi, Na watu wako msiniseme mimi nazuia miradi hapa. Sijazuia miradi Busia. Nataka mfanye kitu kulingana na.
Now to something interesting, concerns have been raised by the Ministry of Health over an emerging trend of people engaging in prolonged tree hugging, with reports indicating that some participants have suffered health complications serious enough to require hospitalization. Addressing residents in Ngiriambu in Kirinyaga County, the Public Health Principal Secretary Mary Mudhoni said individuals should undergo proper medical checkups before taking part in physically demanding activities to rule out underlying health conditions that could pose a risk to their lives. Mudhoni noted that activities perceived as harmless can become dangerous without adequate preparation, adding that those intending to engage in strenuous exercises should ensure they are well prepared and properly rehearsed beforehand.
Nimeona watu wako na mood sana ya kushika miti. Si mumeona? Watu wameanza kushika miti, strenuous exercises. Tafadhali, kama unataka kufanya hiyo fasting na kufanya strenuous exercise, kwanza uangaliwe. You must be medically fit. Hata wale watu wanakimbia. Mtu wa Mukangi anaenda 40 kilometers. Hapana. Mtu kwanza ana train. Unakuta wamekuja mpaka Kigari, wana train for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Sasa wewe asubuhi unaamka tu, unashika mti siku 5. Please, I'm only helping that come atukatai ufanye those strenuous challenges, lakini lazima ukue medically fit. Hiyo itakusaidia. Even when you want to fast, you prepare.
You know, to the PS's point, if you know you have a medical condition, there's some exercise you definitely should not be doing. And this is a country where people seek to break records. We are a record-breaking nation. I mean, we've broken records in various fields, but at what point do we say enough is enough? Let us try something different. Over the last couple of months, I'd say 2 months to be precise, we've had about 5 different people who have attempted to break records in the tree hugging exercise. And one of them, as we speak, is actually currently in hospitalized. So, I mean, let's just be creative and try something different. Now, fear and grief has engulfed Kiawaroga village after a 6-year-old boy died following a fire incident that razed a 3-roomed iron sheet house. The child was a twin, with his siblings surviving after being away from the house at the time the fire broke out. According to the family, the mother had left the boy at home while attending to preparations to take him to join grade 1 when the incident occurred. Residents of the area say they made desperate attempts to put out the fire using water and soil, but their efforts were unsuccessful due to the intensity of the flames. They further lamented that the county fire brigade arrived late at the scene. By the time the fire was brought under control, nothing had been salvaged from the house, leaving the family homeless and without any belongings. The cause of the fire remains unknown, with police having launched investigations, while residents are appealing for assistance and calling on the county government to establish nearby fire stations to prevent similar tragedies.
Nilikuwa kazini, mimi ni mwanabiashara. Sasa nikiwa harakati za biashara ndio nikapigiwa simu, nikaambiwa kwangu kunachomeka. Mwenyewe amenipigia nikamwambia uniagafadhali vitu chomeke, lakini muniangalilie mtoto. Kuna mtoto alikuwa aingie shule, ni kijana amekuwa na miaka 6. Alikuwa anasoma, alikuwa amemaliza, ni mapacha. Sasa huyo walikuwa wanasoma amesoma miaka 2 nursery. Sasa tulikuwa tumeongea na headmaster kama shule bado hazijafungwa, nikamwambia bado huyo mtoto hajajua kuandika.
Haya, kupigia watu wa maji wanatuambia tuondoe watu kwa barabara. Wamemaliza masaa mawili kama wajafika hapa wakituambia tu ondoeni watu kwa barabara, ondoeni watu kwa barabara. Tueshindo hii magari tunaondolea watu kwa barabara ifiki, kwani iko wapi? Wamepata kama tumemaliza kuzima moto. Na magari ya kuzima moto serikali tuangalilieni tafadhali. Tunaweza letewa hapa kwa police station ikae hapo.
Wakati yenye tulikakuwa mabati ndio ikakuwa tukapata skeleton ya mtoto yenyewe ameaka ako hapo, na tumeona yenyewe ameungua, haonekani hata sura, ameungua zaidi. Chanzo yenyewe unatambua ni mtu. Nyumba ilikuwa chini na juu, sasa ni aina ya korofa, lakini tu kuingia ndani kufahamishwa ya kwamba ni rumu ngapi, lakini tukiangalia estimate ni rumu 3.
Okay, kwa majina yangu naitwa Nanjala. Moto ilikuwa kubwa, tungeweza kuzima. But wenye walifika mbele, walituambia walijaribu kuingia, moto ikakuwa kubwa wakashindwa kuingia kuzima. Hakuna kitu imeokolewa. Hata tunaomba mtu mwenye ako na usaidizi aweze kusaidia hii familia kwa sababu hakuna kitu imeokolewa kwa hiyo nyumba.
Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe has directed the establishment of the National Animal Feed Reserves to cushion the livestock sector against drought-related losses that have in the past run into tens of billions of shillings. Speaking during the launch of the Emithka Dairy Cooperative Union in Embu County, Kagwe stated that the recurrent droughts continue to devastate pastoralist communities, noting that the most recent episode led to the death of more than 2.5 million livestock and economic losses exceeding 50 billion shillings across arid and semi-arid lands.
Ni vizuri county governments ifikirie pia vile tunaweza kusaidia na chakula ya mifugo. What do I have in mind? Pande zingine, kwa sababu tunajua kabisa, we know for a fact that a drought is coming. If we know for a fact that a drought is coming, let us prepare for the drought as we prepare for human food. Sisi kama serikali tunanunua chakula, tunaweka NCPB mahindi ya kutosha, so that if we don't get a crop of maize, we can distribute the strategic reserves that we have. We need to do the same for the dairy sector, for the livestock sector. Ndio counties ziwe na viwanda, ziwe na go downs ambazo tunaweza weka silage na hay. We keep it for the dry seasons. Manake watu wanasema tuweke water pans na kila kitu, lakini hata water pan inaisha, inakauka. So we need to think differently, and this can only happen if the national government is also working with the county governments. The county governments must take initiative. It is a devolved function.
The government has allayed fears regarding border security, emphasizing that the country's border security will remain strong and firm. Security agencies stated that anyone entering or leaving the country will be required to follow legal procedures. Speaking to journalists in Hola Town, Tana River County, the Principal Secretary in the State Department for Immigration and Citizen Services, Belio Kipsang, said that document inspection systems are being further strengthened to ensure that only verified individuals are allowed to travel out of or enter the country. This measure is aimed at enhancing the security of citizens and strengthening control of the country's borders.
I want to say is that for Kenya, for anybody who comes through our designated border entry and exit points, we have systems that will make sure that you only enter if you are legally supposed to enter. And we shall continue to reinforce our systems. We shall continue to ensure that we improve on our systems and to ensure that only those who are authorized and
they have the necessary documentation to enter into this country, do so, and ensure that any illegal entrants are capped at that particular point. I would want to thank our teams in immigration. Our systems have been very robust, and we've been able to control entry and exit.
Tragically, one person has died following an accident involving two buses on the Londiani-Muhoroni Highway at the flyover tunnel area in Fort Tenan. According to the medical superintendent of Fort Tenan Hospital, 11 people were referred to Kericho Referral Hospital, with 2 of them in critical condition, while 43 others were treated and later discharged to go home.
Sasa kastukia tu amegonga gari nyingine nyuma basi nyingine. Ya pili naoka gari imeanza kuyumba yumba. Ndio gari kaanguka.
Hata gari shiti ya Climax na tukaingizwa kwa hii gari. Rishiti wakati nimeingia kwa hii gari tukachukuliwa rishiti, umesemekana wana confirm, mimi sijaona rishiti yangu hadi saa hii.
Out of the 45, 11 we have referred, 2 in critical condition, and the rest we sustained minor injuries, which we managed to treat and we have discharged. There was one fatality at the scene of accident.
All right, to sports. SportPesa has announced the 3rd edition of its Players and Coach of the Month Awards for December 2025, aimed at recognizing players and coaches who stood out and delivered top performances in the Kenyan League during the festive period. Murang'a Seal team captain Joe Waithira emerged victorious and was named SportPesa Player of the Month after displaying an outstanding level of performance during the holidays. Waithira impressed by scoring 4 goals in 3 matches, helping Murang'a Seal earn 7 out of a possible 9 points and remain unbeaten during the month. He beat competition from other players including Ovela Ochieng, Tyson Otieno, Polo Koth, Jimmy Owili and Bixente Lizarazu.
It feels nice. Every player would love to have such a present. I think with the efforts that I have managed to put in December. So nashukuru God, I think it is the most high that amefanya nipate hii award. You can see everybody is putting more efforts to have such awards. So I would like to appreciate so much SportPesa. What has helped us to manage the 10 games is the effort that we have managed to put in training and upon all the games that we have managed to play. So I think we appreciate what our coach is doing. I think he's the one who is encouraging us and giving us more motivation and everything. So it was a good feeling knowing that we are coming to face Gor Mahia 10 games unbeaten, and you could see how we managed the game first half, and like we lost the concentration, and that was happened. It is a game, it is football, and anything can happen. First, I appreciate God, and then I would love to dedicate this to one of our fans. There was our very royal fan.
God wa kila kitu inafanyika. Secondly, it's a great feeling kwa sababu unajua kama una work na uone matunda inakuwa ni kitu mbaya, lakini sasa ukiona matunda alafu unaona vitu kazi zinafanyika, unakuwa motivated, unafikiria mzee what to do next, at least to do better things. Players nawashukuru na ofisi kuhusu ile effort wamepiga mpaka dakika ya mwisho, kwa sababu bila wao pia singekuwa pale niko, na pia bila kunisikiza ndio niwapate tactics ziwake ndio nipate awards zingekuwa rahisi. So naweza sema to the sponsor SportPesa, msichoke kufanya kazi kama hii. It's a great thing. Inasaidia watu kujijenga.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is a wrap tonight. Thank you for watching on this Friday weekend edition. You've been in the safe pair of hands of Laura Omondi on the sign language interpretation. My name is Cynthia Nanjala. I wish you a wonderful night. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. God bless.